Hello students, welcome back to the lecture series of Effective Technical Communication. This is Dinesh Mehbubani, HOD in Chemical Engineering Department at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Till now we have completed total 3 chapters. Now which were the 3 chapters? Chapter number 1, that was Dynamics of Communication. Then we studied about chapter number 4, that was Ethics in Engineering. After that we studied about the different etiquettes in engineering that are required. Right, now let's move on further, and we are going to start chapter number 2. And what is the name of the chapter? The name of the chapter is Technical Writing. Okay, you all might be having a question that what is the meaning of technical writing? Now technical words, it is not like it is related with science or engineering. Technical writing, it is related with the writing of that particular topic, right? So if we talk about the technical writing, it is not associated only with engineering and science and medical. We can write any non-technical topic in a technical manner. Okay, now let's move on further. What is the need of technical writing? If we talk about the need of technical writing, nowadays in every organization, written communication is preferred over oral communication, right? If you were to ask something to your boss or any employees, if you were to communicate, if you were to pass any message, then you have to prefer written communication over oral communication, right? Where this technical writing will be used? Okay, where this technical writing will be used? So technical writing is basically used in each and every sector, in each and every stage of your life. If you are a student in engineering, this technical writing will be useful in writing reports, okay, in writing design engineering reports, in writing the project reports that you are going to study in 7th and 8th SEM. For all purposes, technical writing is important, right? Then business letters, proposals, technical reports, emails, if you want to write blogs, these are some of the examples of technical writing. So in each and every stage of the life, the technical writing is definitely going to be important for you. For example, if you want to write a letter of recommendation for your friend, then again a technical writing is required. If you want to write any application, any resume, right? So all these things are covered in the technical writing. Okay, now every written communication has specific content, format and audience. It is not like that technical writing is for particular purpose only, for a single purpose only. So the format of each and every report, each and every letter, each and every document is different. Okay, the contents are different, the formats are different, and as well as we can say the audience is also different, right? Okay, see, before starting technical writing, we have to first of all study about the 5 different C's of written communication. 5 different C's of written communication. See, if you want to write a report, an application or letter or business proposal, for each and everything, these 5 things we have to keep in mind. Let us study one by one. Which are these 5 things? Okay, the first thing is clarity. If you are writing anything, right, if you are writing in technical manner, so first of all you have to make sure that your contents are clear. See, whenever you are writing any content, what you have to keep in mind, the topic should be clear. If there are many things to be covered in that, you have to divide the whole content into topics and subtopics. What will happen with this? With the help of this, you can make the content easy, make the topic clear, right? And use appropriate figures, images and diagrams, or we can say charts or graphs, wherever you have to, wherever required, right? For example, if you are comparing, if you are giving any analysis like sales analysis, for sales analysis it is better to use charts, it is better to use graphs. So with the help of this, you can make the contents more interesting and more clear. Fine. Okay, next one is completeness. See, it is said that half knowledge is always dangerous. Your content, whatever you are writing, should be complete. Okay, you have to completely explain what you are trying to say. If any person is not knowing anything about the contents that we are writing, you have to make sure that even that person is able to understand. So if your communication, if your written communication will be complete, then the particular person will be able to understand that what you are trying to convey. Okay, next one is conciseness. Now, what is the meaning of conciseness? Conciseness means we have to use only important data. We have to remove the irrelevant data that is not important. What will happen otherwise? Sometimes if the contents are very large, if you are not writing the contents precisely, concisely, then what happens? Something that is not important, that is included in the topic. So what will happen? The people will show lack of interest in reading that content. So we have to make sure that we have to use only relevant information, only important data is to be covered, and due to this we can highlight the main topics, we can highlight the important topics, and it will save the time of the reader, right? Okay. After that, consistency. Now, what is the meaning of consistency? If I am writing any report, let's say if I am writing any report, so the consistency is to be maintained. Now, what is the meaning of consistency? If you are using, for example, if you are using the fonts, like if you are using Times New Roman, then in each and every slide, in each and every presentation, the font should be Times New Roman. Okay, so at proper places you have to use the fonts, the uniformity should be there. If you are using an image before the contents, so the image should be at the same position. So what will create, due to this, it will create a good impression of yours, and the reader will be able to understand the contents of the report or anything that you are writing. Okay, for example, you are using margins, then margin for each and every slide should be same. Using tables, then for tables also you have to take care that the position of the table is correct. Then if you are using another table in the next slide, then you have to take care that the table is placed at the same position. So if you will maintain uniformity in the whole presentation, then the contents will look good and clear. So consistency is to be maintained. For example, for any analysis you are using graph for the first slide, for all the slides you have to use graph only. Okay. Now next is correctness. See, whatever you are writing or whatever you are communicating, it should be correct. You have to check the authenticity of that particular topic. The information that is to be written should be verified first. Before verification, do not write anything. Then use proper grammar. Grammatical mistakes should not be there. You have to use annotations. You have to also use the punctuation at the correct places. So if you will follow these type of 5 different C's, once again let us repeat: clarity, completeness, conciseness, consistency and correctness. If these C's are chosen and written properly, if these C's are maintained and used properly, then our content will be effective. Okay, so this was about 5 C's of written communication. Okay, let us start the first topic, report writing. Now, what is the meaning of report? Now, report, what is a report? A report is a systematic and well organized document that is used to analyze a problem or any subject. Now, this is the definition of report writing, right? See, definition is little bit difficult to remember, but in simple words, if you want to write anything in a systematic manner, okay, then we have to write in the form of report. Which are the different types of reports? The different types of reports are academic report, then sales report, project report, medical report and so on. Okay, in your academics you are going to write about the project report. You have to study about the project report. So project report how to write a project report, what is the method to write a project report. That will be very much important for you, and we are going to study this report writing in details in this chapter. Okay. Now, which things are required for any report writing? As I told you, we have to maintain 5 different C's for writing anything technically. So what we have to remember, what we have to take care while writing any type of report, the report or the contents must be clear, accurate and concise, right? Okay. In this slide, we are going to study about the different objectives, that why we have to write the report, why the report writing is required. For example, if you are doing job in any company, then what are the objectives of writing the report? So the first one is account of progress of some work. Okay, if you are doing some work, for example, you have been given any task and you have been given deadline that you have to complete this task in 10 days. And after some days, if you want to report to your boss that I have completed this work, then you have to write that in form of report. So we are writing report to show the progress of some particular work. Then experimental reports. For example, if you are doing any experiments, as in chemical engineer, there may be various situations in your life, there may be various projects in your life in which you have to perform experiments, right? So experimental reports are also one of objectives of report writing. Okay, if you are given any goal, so which are your efforts that are made to complete that goal, that is also one objective of writing the report. Then, for example, if any company is going to follow some policies in future, right? So that policies can be also written in the form of reports. Okay, then recommendation to solve the organizational issues. If you are working in any company and one meeting is held, in that particular meeting you have been given the task to recommend something for the benefit of the company, for the issues, to solve the issues of the company. For that purpose also, if you want to write some recommendation, that is also written in the form of report. So if we say each and everything related with the company, related with the academics is given or written in form of report. So report writing is that much important for you. There are several formats of report. We will study that formats in the next lecture. Okay, have a good day. Bye bye.